On February 10, 1980, 8-year-old Brian Ingram was digging a fire pit on a sandbar called Tina Bar, along the Columbia River in Washington state, when his fingers hit something buried under the sand. 3 rotting, rubber-banded bundles of $100 bills, 190 bills in all, totaling $5,800. The serial numbers matched a ransom the FBI had recorded down to the digit 9 years earlier. It was the only physical trace ever recovered of the $200,000 paid to a man who called himself Dan Cooper, the man behind the only unsolved skyjacking in American aviation history. On November 24, 1971, Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305 in Portland, ordered a bourbon and soda, then handed a flight attendant a note claiming he had a bomb in his briefcase. He demanded $200,000 in unmarked $20 bills and 4 parachutes, and got every cent of it when the plane landed in Seattle. FBI agents photographed and logged every serial number on those bills before letting the plane take off again with Cooper as its only passenger. Somewhere over the dense forest between Seattle and Reno, at roughly 10,000 feet in freezing rain, Cooper lowered the rear stairway of the Boeing 727 and jumped, wearing a business suit and loafers, carrying a parachute he'd hand-picked from the 4 the FBI supplied. He was never seen again. For 9 years, search teams combed the wilderness along Cooper's projected flight path and found nothing. No body, no parachute, no briefcase. Then Brian Ingram's discovery on Tina Bar didn't close the case. It broke it wide open, because that sand was nearly 20 miles from where the FBI's own trajectory models said Cooper should have come down. If he'd made the jump the way investigators assumed, the cash should never have ended up buried there. We post a new unsolved case like this every single day, so subscribe now and the next one lands straight in your feed. Investigators floated a theory that the money simply drifted downstream over the years, washed loose from a shallow grave or a submerged pack somewhere upriver. But sediment experts who examined the bundles found the bills sitting in still, undisturbed sand, not tumbled or scattered the way a current would leave them, meaning someone or something placed that money there directly and left the remaining $194,200 somewhere else entirely. In 2001, the FBI tested a necktie Cooper left on the plane and found microscopic traces of titanium, cerium, and stainless steel alloys used almost exclusively in aerospace manufacturing plants of that era, suggesting Cooper worked around industrial machinery, not that he was some drifter with nothing left to lose. Drop a comment below if you think Cooper walked away from that jump alive. In July 2016, after 45 years and more than 1,000 suspects investigated, the FBI officially suspended its active investigation into NORJAK, the only unsolved skyjacking in United States history, without ever explaining how a third grader found buried cash 20 miles off course, without ever recovering the other $194,200, and without ever identifying the man who invented a name. Jumped from a moving airliner into a rainstorm and became the only hijacker in American history to simply vanish. Hit the bell so tomorrow's case lands in your feed.